Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Banshee Cup Qualifier number 3, day number 1. We are speed running through our games. I'm not exaggerating. We are 4 hours into the stream, and we are in the upper bracket finals. We are starting our 5th best of 3 today. This is actually ridiculous, pacing. This is ridiculous pacing. I was expecting to be, done at noonish, but here we are at 10 a.m. my time, starting the upper bracket finals. Final best of 3 of the day. As a reminder, this is the Meta Madness style of draft. Tiers that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3 upper bracket final. Loser goes to the lower bracket finals, which we will see tomorrow, and then they can fight their way into the grand finals. Winner of this series, of course, punches their ticket straight to the grand final best of 5 tomorrow. All they got to do is play that best of 5, and this is a round robin or a point-based system. Actually, it's a point-based system, not round robin. That's incorrect. Point-based system, so for the qualifiers where you place, you get a certain amount of points. That puts you into seeding if you are viable for seeding, or if you're in the correct position. So if you win first place, you get 10 points. If you'd like to check out more information about that, use exclamation bracket. If you're watching over here on Twitch, be sure to be sure to follow the stream. You get another streamer in your repertoire, as I do stream 6 days a week. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always very much appreciated. We do stream 6 days a week. We average 6 hours per stream. I work my butt off to entertain all of you, so if you're enjoying the stream, I hope you enjoy. I hope you consider supporting further. If you're watching over on the YouTube side of things, be sure to like and subscribe over on YouTube so we can grow the YouTube channel. Liking the video, I do believe, pushes us in front of more viewers, which helps us grow the channel and finds more new people. We put up a YouTube video every single day. Last message for all of you, for those of you on YouTube specifically, if you notice that there's additional time on a video with no content, that's because we add in a spoiler-free additional time at the end of every single VOD. That way we make sure that no one can look at the time signature and know what the results of the series is. So if this is a 2-0, there will be a good 40-ish minutes of just blank time at the end. So just be aware of that. I did get a comment on that, so we're just going to add that into our spiel so you all know, so it's all nice and clear. I love you all for being here. Thanks for choosing our little corner of the internet. And we have a first pick Samuro from the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst in the blue in this upper bracket finals. On the right, it is Three-Legged Cat, who will pick up a Brightwing Genji. Last reminder as well, heroes that are banned at the top of your screen are not banned away in the tournament or the best of 3. All heroes are up and available. No tournament shenanigans in pre-bans. And so we could see Alex Strauss in map number 2. Could see Blaze in map number 3 if we make it to a map number 3. Because as I said, it's a best of 3. Minimum 2 maps, maximum 3. Next 2 picks with Samuro. Early Abathur. Nope. Samuro, Diablo, Tracer. Okay. Dive, aggression, sustain, wave clear. Not too bad. Oh. Give me a dachshund. Oh, dachshunds are beautiful. My brother had a long-haired dachshund. Pop-Tart was his name. Anything under 40 pounds, you might as well just have a cat. That's a bit of an extreme opinion, but okay. We're on pace for world record. Banshee Cup any percent. You know it. Nubarak will be banned away. The Samuro was, the Abathur banned away as well, as I didn't catch that immediately. Bathrobe and Bratwurst. Brightwing Genji. Still need a tank. Maybe a Murden to lock down the Diab. Maybe a Varian, and then some sort of Mage Burst in there as well. Okay, they're gonna go Johanna and Sonya, and then flex on their last pick. So it could be Hypercarry Genji. Could be a Mage. So yeah, we could see a secondary. We could see a support, like a Zarya or a Medivh potentially. Yeah, Pop-Tart was a good. He was a good dachshund. I don't think I have any photos of him. Unfortunately, he passed away. Unfortunately. But he had a good life. He had a very good life. Uther and Hanzo round out the draft for the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst. As I said, could be a Hypercarry Genji. Sonya does provide some decent damage. Wave clear is decent or okay for the time being. Zarya could be the choice. Medivh is up and available. I doubt we see a Vikings pickup. I think this is realistically going to be some sort of mage. Like a Jaina wouldn't be bad for the slow and the burst. Cassia is going to be the pickups. They want to go into double blinds. And that does make sense. I mean, Shield Glares from Johanna and to Tracer Samuro. Cassia has her Lightning Surge, I believe is the name of the talent. So not a bad draft from either side. Let's go ahead and jump into the cast and see how things work out. You've named all of yours after chocolate. The cute thing with the Dachshund is that my uncle ended up, his Dachshund had a litter, and that's actually where, I think the Dachshund was like Kelsey or something like that. That's where my brother actually got his Dachshund from that litter. And so it was just cool. It was just cool. Like it was kind of like it was like sort of in the family, if you will. Also, my uncle was like super nice to my brother and gave him an extremely good deal for a Dachshund, because Dachshunds are not cheap dogs. On the right, three-legged cat. Captain Rex will be a Genji for the members, as I said, of three-legged cats. All right, talking in circles. BRB Soaking's your Sonya. We've got a Deviant Brightwing, High Wraith, Cassia, and Dark to play Johanna. West side of the map is Bathrobe and Bratwurst, Masquerade Diablo, Dino Tracer, Hazuab's Hanzo, Death Knight Uther, and Samuro to be played by Ultra Lisk. We'll show you the level 1s. We'll start our Twitch prediction in just a moment here, as we'll take a look at the level 1s and the first engagement. Why ban Abathur when he's great with Genji and Sonya? Because he's great with Tracer, because he's also great with Tracer and Samuro. Yeah, I agree. I agree, absolutely, yeah. What's up, Lion Lad? You did the non-American football? Even though it's still called soccer in, like, a lot of parts of the world. How you doing, Lion Lad? What's up, bud? Look, it's not my fault the English decided to name something and then changed their mind on the name and didn't inform most of the world. Let's start our prediction. For once, we'll blame the UK. Nice heal coming in just in time from Death Knight. By the way, the Twitch gamble's up and available. Who's going to win map number 1 of this upper bracket finals? Map number 1 of this best of 3 series. What do you mean? Oh, it's not like Japan, Australia, I believe Canada also still calls it soccer. It's like people in the UK have like 3 different names for change, which throws me off so much. It's like 30 quid, 30p. Apparently it's the same thing. You'll be living there? Am I coming by? Me? Going to the UK? It's on the bucket list. I'm sorry for your loss.
Heroes, you're just in time for the seeds of my
There is some food that I really want to try in the UK, and there's some touristy stuff I want to go see. And 55 words for vagina. Oh, alright, I apologize. Let me focus in because Diablo does go down. First blood over to the side of three-legged cat. They take down the Lord of Terror, and I'm not really sure how things happen because I was giggling at Twitch chat's messages. We've got a first objective up and available on the right side of the map. This looks like it's easily over to the side of three-legged cat. While Samuro is going to get spun on by BRB Soaking. Let's see, it's actually going to be Shot of Fury level 4. We didn't actually talk about the Sonya level 1. She did go War Paint. Well, the confidence in the breakfast and bratwurst. I'm so on food right now. The confidence in bratwurst and bathrobe did not translate to this next best of 3 because the previous one someone put there was like 68,000 for our blue squad to win. This time people are like, tiptoe my way into this first gamble. Aw, thanks, Lion Lad. I appreciate it, bud.
Seed is sprouting. The anticipation.
Don't they also have 2 units of measurement, stone and kilogram? Do they really? I honestly don't know. I had that Detroit American education. I don't even know what the difference between kilograms and stones are. I just assumed it was the same thing. I thought it was just another name for the same thing again. I just don't understand how you can weigh someone by stones. Like, stones all, like, are different shapes and weights and stuff. Materiality. Like, oh yeah, I'm 20 stones of quartz. But I'm 35 stones of ruby. You know what I mean! Anyways, second objective goes over to the side of Bathrub and Bratwurst. They are going to be able to have a 1-1 in the seed score. Waves and camps and such are going to be pushed out, except for the Siege Giant camp in the top right of our screen. Taking a look at some of these camp timers. As I was looking at camp timers, Samuro goes down to the Sonya in the top lane. Our measurement system changes on depending on what we're weighing. Oh!
My. Yet another
Inch as well instead of meter or feet. Well, so inches are smaller units for feet. So you have 12 inches equal a foot. And the easy conversion is 1 inch equals 2.5 cm. So 1 foot is 30 cm. $15 cm is 6 inches, which is half a foot. Which do not base your measurements off of subway footlongs, because those footlongs are not actually a foot long. They're 11 inches. Or sometimes 10, depending on how things are baked. Top lane, Samuro's pushing in. Let's cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what the damage, healing experience, and such like that looks like in this map number 1 upper bracket final. We've got Masquerade working on the sappers, but it seems like there was not an invade onto the camp. Okay. X-Strike. Isn't it, doesn't the UK use, miles per hour? Don't they use, like, miles per hour for speed measurements? Bandit just woke himself up with a small woof. It was adorable. Masquerade getting chased in bottom lane. Condemned. Dragon's Arrow from Hazuabs delays things out. Masquerade answers or follows up with a Lightning Breath, but it does not find any sort of kills. The healing from Brightwing just too good. Ah, thank you, Fathin. I appreciate that. I'm gonna check it out after this game. Yeah, that was always. I worked with a guy from London back when I worked at a summer camp, and I remember I was trying to convert all the speeds into kilometers an hour when we were talking about like something one time, and it was like the weirdest thing, because he was like sitting there like, eventually he's like, why are you converting to kilometers an hour? And I was like, because that's what you guys do. He's like, no, we drive in miles per hour. And I was like, wait, what? You don't get to pick and choose your measurements. You gotta go to 1. I know how ironic that is for me to say here, so I'm gonna stop. Anyways, all right, so 13 talent here, almost here to the side of Three-Legged Cat, who are in the lead, but that's a Pulse Bomb followed up by a Dragon's Arrow. Swift Strike in from the Genji, Deflect activated. Death Knight drops a stun. Ball Lightning goes out from the Cassia. Sonya spins to win on some of these clones of Samuro with Wrath of Berserker active. She's gonna be slammed in the wall by Masquerade, who will be polymorphed by the Brightwing. Meanwhile, there is a camp pushing into the top lane forward over here, and this does seem like we have a stall out for a moment, some wells to be tapped, and the re-engagement will happen in a moment. Your petrol is in gallons, but your gallons are different than American gallons. Wait, your gas doesn't come in liters? I remember when I went to Canada, that blew my mind. Shadow Charge from Masquerade starts things out onto Genji. He's going to try and deflect. I actually might have been off cooldown, or might have been on cooldown. Johanna gets cooked up by Diablo's Lightning Breath. The Scatter will continue the damage, and Tracer gets the kill. It's a triple kill to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, and they equalize in seeds, 2 out of 3 to both sides. Next seed summons a Garden Terror to one of these two teams. That's wild to me, Stark. I didn't know that. I honestly thought you all just use leaders. Because that's how it is in, like, the vast majority of the rest of the world. Huh. Man, UK is just as weird as United States. UK is just as weird as United States, honestly. Maybe not just as, but, you know, it's up there. I forgot y'all love to add Imperial in front of everything. That reminds us the superiority of the British Empire. Oh, yeah. Who didn't manage to colonize America? That's right. Who managed to take advantage of the indigenous people? UK's stupid in many ways, and so is America. I think, see, that's what we need more of in this world. We need just people to just understand that everywhere is just stupid. Everywhere's got their backwards ass ways. Somehow, some way. Nowhere's perfect. Tracer blinks in, lands the pulse bomb. Decent damage onto a few. Genji deflects to buy a little bit of space, or just to save some health. Samuro throwing one of his clones towards mid. He is Illusion Master, so he's got that micro of all of his clones. Wait, hold on. That's a great blessed shield into Condemn. Uther's the one to go down. No level 20, no redemption. He's got some ghost heals for the time being. And it looks like that's going to be the three-legged cat members backing off until Uther does disappear. Dragon's Arrow from Hazuab's lands. Pulse Bomb from Tracer. Connects on a Deviant, who does share some of that pain with High Wraith. Cassia going for the channel. Hazuabs gets another delay. Scatter pokes out once again. I mean, hey, at least we don't live in Texas, am I right, chat? Fire Stomp out from Diablo. Lightning Breath activated as well. Ball Lightning coming out from the Cassia. High Wraith is getting tickled by all this flame. The Ball Lightning goes out for a bit, will expire. Drops Ultralisk down to below 50%. Captain Rex looking to join into the allies. Is there a Swift Strike through? High Wraith gets hit with a Pulse Bomb, but does not go down. And Ultralisk was considering jumping in with the Samuro. He does have, he actually doesn't have Sakuchi level 13. It's actually going to be the Kawamari. And Dino sneaks the channel before Johanna can step forward for the Shield Glare. Garden Terror goes over to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, and a kill in Johanna. BRB Soaking gets the phase shift from Brightwing, but is it going to be enough? Brightwing gets the phase shift in, blinks away. Sonya goes down. This is a rough moment for the side of Three-Legged Cat, who are doing so good in the beginning of this map number 1. Hazuab's arrow will be sidestepped or side-floated by Deviant. Nicely done. And 16 talent tiers here, as you can check those talents on the bottom of your screen. I'd rather live in Texas for cheaper housing. Yeah, but then you don't have power all the time. Cheaper housing, but you have to worry about your electrical gear going out when it's freezing temperatures. By the way, I'm not trying to insult anyone who likes Texas. Just keep that in mind. This just...
That's the joke.
We have fun here. Everyone gets razzed. Dark should go down. Face should, oh, Brightwing tries to help and will be punished for it. That should be map 1 over the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, unless they decide to delay things out pointlessly. Texas barbecue is the best in the world. You know, I got no opinion on it because I've never had it, but I would love to try it. I'm sure there's people who are like, no, it's Memphis barbecue. Which also I've never had, but I would like to try. Scatter from Hazuabs will connect into Sonya. I don't know why the game isn't over yet. Oh, right, because we gotta get more kills. Is that it? No, Ultralisk, Azuab's Death Knight, they're going to end the game here. Map number 1 goes over to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst. The speed run of today's games continues with a 13.5-minute Garden of Terror, map number 1. Prep for Heroes Lounge, they're good games. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Lion Lad. You have a good one, bud. Yeah, Texas barbecue is like bucket list item. Texas and Memphis barbecue are bucket list foods for me. Going back to Germany and eating in Germany again is on the bucket list. Germany food is fun. Oh, dude, oh man, Korean food in general is just great. Korean and Japanese food all day, dude. Oh. Korean barbecue is amazing. It is. It is. Woo butt X. Fun fact, a study recently looked at the U.S. states and found that Texas has the least personal freedoms amongst all states. What? It's like it's my job. It's like it's my job to be able to anticipate games and stuff like that. Look at that perfect timing from me. Welcome back, everyone, into Banshee Cup Qualifier number 3. Day number 1 could be the final map of the day as we are getting into lobby number 10 or whatever. I don't know. Map number 2, 5th best of 3 of the day. We've been speed running the games today. We're only 4.5 hours in stream. Up next, as I said, this could be the final map of the day. Up next is going to be our cooking stream. We're going to be making some English breakfast. What's up, Hans? How you doing today, bud? Did you ever try and get Augustin beer when you were in Germany? If I look at the logo, I might be able to tell you. You like Chicago-style pizza? That's okay. It's not for me. I don't like the... It's too much sauce, which I do love a good amount of sauce. It's too much sauce, and I don't like the pie crust. Not a fan of, like, the... Maybe it's not pie crust. That might not be the right name for it. But I don't like the texture, and I don't like the crust. I did not have this beer while I was there. I did not have that beer while I was there, Hans. I forget how much I hate ads. Silly Amazon wanting more money. Hey, sorry, Quid. Sorry, bud. I do my best to run the ads when there's no content being had, but yeah. If you got a Prime or anything, every little bit helps us here. First pick to Haka on the side of Three-Legged Cat as we are in map number 2. Medivh and Blaze banned away. A target ban onto Hazuab's Vikings. And we'll also see a Maiev ban. You all know the dealio. It is Meta Madness style of draft. Here's that I pick and play around available for future match, blah, 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 blah. Cheers. Happy Saturday, everybody.
Oh, this is my jam.
It's a Munich beer. Sorry, I'm probably saying that wrong. I know it's not Munich. I think it's Munich.
Somebody,
Proto.
please
What?
Get this
Proto.
man
Sub. Thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Quid. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much, Proto. Quid, welcome back to the Bahamuts. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. By the way, we have a brand new emote from Straubs. I know I'm talking a lot through the draft, but I don't care. We have a brand new emote from Straubs. We finally have the spooky worm, chat. You no longer need to use a bunch of tildes. We've got a spooky worm. No ads for a month, and that's a good month of wonderful content, Quid, you just got. Like, if you think about it, someone did the math here. I stream 6 hours. I stream 6 days a week. There's roughly 30 days in a month. There's 4 Mondays in a month, typically. So that means I'm streaming for 26 days. 26 times 6 is a number. And that's how much content you get for $4.99 a month. That ain't too bad of a deal. Just saying. Alrighty. we've got a Falstead, Lucio, Leoric, Garrosh on the left-hand side. Oh, is this a Zarya? Do we round things out with a Zarya for the Garrosh? More speed, or is this going to be more damage? Falstead, Leoric into Dahaka's not bad. Murden, Rhaegar. Okay, I'd like to see... This is where you got to bring out the secret sauce three-legged cat. I know you're in the upper bracket finals. You got to get the secret sauce out now so you punch your ticket to the grand finals. Or you actually punch your ticket to a map number 3.
I'm here to help.
For $4.99 a month, you can get 156 hours of wonderful content. Just saying. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. Exactly, Hans, that. But I probably can't say the word right because I was raised in America, and I don't know how to make certain noises with my mouth. I mean, that's the truth. I can't say 55 in German because I can't pronounce the syllables. I always say this to my parents because my parents, like, they've taught me, like, Romanian here and there and stuff like that. And, like, you know, like, the European person does the thing where it's, like, you'll say something and then they'll say it again. And then you'll say it like you think you're saying it just like them. And they'll keep trying to correct you. Is because there's certain sounds that you grow up with that you can hear that others don't. So, like, when my parents speak English, they mess up words all the time. And so, like, I'll be like, oh, no, like, my mom will say buoyancy. Buoyancy. You know? Little things like that, you know? But she doesn't hear that. She just hears buoyancy. Anyways, all that aside, let's go ahead and get a prediction written up and wrote and ready to go. Towers of Doom. Which team is going to win this next map? Will it be a speedrun day, Mr. Bandit, or is it going to be a map number 3? We're going to find out here on the left-hand side of Towers of Doom. Bathrobe and Bratwurst with a Dino Falstead, Masquerade Garrosh, Hazuab's Leoric, Death Knight on Lucio, and last but not least, Ultralisk will be your Alacat Alarak. East side of Towers of Doom, three-legged cat are trying to take us to a map number 3 in this best of 3 upper bracket finals. BRB soaking on the Dahaka, Captain Rex to play the Dragoon. Dark will be your Muradin, High Wraith Jaina, and Deviant on the Rhaegar. All right, well, we'll let you see the first engagement. We'll let you check out the level 1s as Garrosh and Falstead still need to pick, as well as Leoric. And then we'll start off our Twitch prediction for all of you at home. Man, Logan, you might need to find a new friend. That's rude. And Bandit's on screen like 70% of the time. That is true, yeah. Of that 156 hours, 70% of it is Bandit time. Falstad flying down to bottom lane. Gonna go, oh, Dino! Takes a chunk of damage, but will not go down. All right, chat. Twitch predictions up and available. My minions, mercenaries, and monsters in chat. Who's going to win map number 2? Is this going to be a quick 2-0? Or are we going to be seeing a map number 3? Hazuab's not ganked in the top lane. Wraith in bottom is going to get silenced. Groundbreaker does tickle the toes of Jaina's hammering. Will connect, getting a good couple stacks and chunking down the Jaina. You will see that Alarak does have 90 sadism currently. That's because of his level 1, reduces the sadism by 10%. If he hits 3 enemy heroes with a singular cast of Lightning Surge, sorry, I always call it Extended Lightning, but Lightning Surge, then you get your 10% back. And you also get all the rewards from level 1. Masquerade in a really rough spot here. Shall go down. First blood to the side of three-legged cat. If that sways your Twitch predictions, you still have a few seconds to get your gambles in. I also challenge those of you that won channel points in the last game to roll those winnings into this game if you're a believer. 110 hours of Bandit to Adore, 5 cents per hour for Bandit. That's not bad. Oh no, Logan, you're good. You're good. I'm just teasing. Thank you for your service, though. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. If I could change any map, what would it be? In what way? Like the objective, the format, the lanes? It's just an open-ended question. I don't want to go on a tangent for 20 minutes about maps when we could talk about food. Not Ghastly Reach, sorry. Paralyzing Rage for Leoric level 4. Blah. And that Paralyzing Rage increases his slow from 40% to 60%. Masquerade tossing Ultralisk in to try and throw a combo. No show of force level 4. It's going to be negatively charged with that Lightning Surge. Falstad picking up his 19th stack as he barrel rolls in. Auto attack or repeater cannon build so far for the Phoenix. Avatar for, or not Avatar. Third win for Muradin level 1. He's got Reverberation level 4. 5% cooldown on his Heroic. I'm assuming it will be Avatar, but sometimes with a Garrosh, maybe you consider the Haymaker just to push back the enemy.
The Raven Lord demands it.
Right-hand side, Hazuabs is trying to pressure Captain Rex, but Captain Rex has got the sustained damage here. And BRB Soaking's coming in on this. That should be Hazu dead. BRB Soaking breaks the Drain Hope with the Burrow. Now, Falstad's still harassing over in the top area. Let's take a look down over in our center objective area. Groundbreaker pushes back Dark, lands a Stormbolt onto the Lucio. Phoenix clearing mid, Dahaka doing top. Dahaka brush stalking into the bottom area, or the mid objective. Looking for a drag potential. 1 stack on the negatively charged, level 1, or Extended Lightning, negatively charged on 3 stacks. Drag lands onto Falstad. Captain Rex gets the channel. And I want to say, if Captain Rex canceled the channel early and blinked in, would have been able to easily find a couple kills there. But I do like the channel. What was it that just reduced all of the armor on Phoenix? What was that, chat? Drain all of... Okay, so it's the divert power weapons. Okay, sorry. I noticed his entire thing, like his entire bar of shielding go down, and I was like, wait a minute. I've never noticed it before. All right, well, Muradin and Phoenix do go down. High Rate takes a chunk of damage from a hammering, and it's a quick double kill to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, do equalizing kills. I think if we're talking simply, I'd like the Triglav to do a little bit more damage. Not much. Maybe 5%. I'd like the nukes on Warhead Junction to do like 10% more damage. I feel like the nukes don't feel as valuable. I'd also like Warhead Junction to be a little bit of a smaller map. Like make the nukes do a little bit more damage and make the map a little bit smaller. Like squish it vertically. Because it is a very tall map. Like those are just like little things. I don't know. I'm not a game designer, so I'm kind of a bad person to ask for this, honestly. Now this is what I'm going to be thinking late at night. Like, oh, what maps would I change in HOTS? Why? I mean, definitely fix the little issue on Blackheart's Bay where catapults get stuck in the bottom lane. Drag will connect as Lucio's trying to speed on through, but he gets a bop back onto the enemy. Hazu and Deviant channel. And trade on tower shots. Okay. 28 to 32 and 10 talent tier advantage to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, but it's a very close game, number 2 still. Phoenix blinks towards his allies. Stormbolt goes out. It's a good chain heal, but it's not enough. Deviant now jumps into ghost form, or wolf form, trying to wiggle his way out of any sort of damage. Counter-strike from Alarak triggers. Falstad flying over towards mid lane, looking for a hammering onto the Rhaegar, and they will be able to find it. Another kill, and seems like the map is unraveling to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst. Conveyors on Volskaya. I kind of like them. I can definitely see the reasoning for it, but I kind of like them. I kind of like them. I will say this. I do love the design of Haunted Mines. It just doesn't execute well, and I don't know how you would change that. But I really do like the competition of gathering the skulls, and you have a 40 objective versus a 60 objective. I do really like that. And I think Brax's Holdout is a great iteration of that, with the beacon charge and everything. Like, I think Brax's Holdout is a very good iteration of what Haunted Mines could be. But I do love the idea of like a singular massive objective rather than like the Zerg wave. So somehow fixing the Haunted Mines skull gathering, I feel like if that could be addressed. Now, how you do that, I don't know. Lucio jumps in. Warlord's challenge activated by Garrosh. Phoenix is the one to go down. A toss onto a minion slows down Muradin, who does activate the avatar. We have a kill onto Jaina from Hazuabs as a double objective phase will be coming through. And this looks like it's 10 shots into the core of Three-Legged Cat.
You have done well, heroes. Let the Gravekeeper know my power. This realm will be
Lower Guardian damage on Braxis. I think the Guardians are okay. I think the Guardians are okay. Just kill them faster.
all the others.
Just kill the Guardians faster. Duh, obviously. Easy. Next question. Well, we're just chilling for the time being. Waiting to see. Hold up. Wait a minute. Fight breaking out. 13 talent tier advantage for the members of Bathrobe and Bratwurst. And a flank fight was attempted. Gust forces back the enemy, and that's the end of the scuffle. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Water Elemental will be cleared out really quickly. Hazuab's being poked at in mid lane, but no kill. Jaina improved Ice Block at 8,490 out of 12,000. 45 stacks for the Falstad. 104 statism on the Alarak. He has not finished level 1 Extended Lightning, so that could be 114% if he can hit the triple hit. They have 13 range. Yeah? So? Draft a Gul'dan. Look, it's not my fault people don't draft some sort of range wave clear on a map where you're gonna get pressed into by ranged attacks. That's like being surprised there's math on a math test. I'm only teasing. The Guardian range is a bit ridiculous with the damage, I agree. Like, either shorten the range or shorten the damage. I could agree with you on that one. What? Alarak gets the snipe kill. The sappers go over the wall. It's a singular objective in the bottom of the map as the hammering goes out onto Dark, who throws back a Stormbolt just in case Garrosh was looking. Why? Masquerade, why? It's going to be pure malice, by the way, for the Alarak. No, I think one or the other. Like, if you reduce the damage, for sure, or reduce the range. I think to keep it thematic, I would say reduce the damage and keep the range. Because don't Guardians and StarCraft 2 have decent range? Camp grab here for the bottom lane. Alarak with the Counter-Strike activated. Lucio coming through with a push-off and Sister Healing onto Dark, who is going to be tossed into the enemy team. High fives out from Lucio. Warlord's challenge from the Garrosh as Alarak's the one to go down. Whoa! Hazuabs randomly dies. Okay, alright. Late game is looking okay for Three-Legged Cat as they're going to regain control of their bottom lane bell tower. We're 11 minutes in, so no upgrade on the structures yet. We also don't have the center teleport up, but that should be popping up here in about 45 seconds. Or after the next objective. Hazuab's respawning here. Immediately Stormbolted. He got the Wraith Walk out in time. High Wraith is on the bottom left, getting some decent damage onto Hazu, but he breaks the Drain Hope connection. Dahaka checks the bush with a drag, can't land it. Garrosh is going to get bursted a little bit by High Wraith. Toss out by Garrosh. Now Hazuab's lands an Entomb onto Muradin, who's looking just to back off towards his allies. He doesn't have any Dwarf Toss mobility. There, it actually comes off a cooldown. He activates the Avatar. Alarak with the silence being thrown in by Garrosh. There's the Counter-Strike thrown out. Captain Rex getting low, and it's Hazuab's going down, but meanwhile on the left-hand side, Jaina will be picked off. Death Knight will go down. Dark is going to try and hearth out here, but he won't be able to do so. BRB soaking, looking to back away, but Alarak with the telekinesis is going to be able to pull the Dahaka back in. And it's a 2-for-2 overall, chat. Triple objective phase coming up next. There's the center teleport opened up. And we have the keep values.
Lay claim to the altars. Do not disappoint me.
Hot take, get rid of stationary terrain, make it all conveyor belts. Could you imagine? 4 shots go into the core of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, but 8 damage to the side of Three-Legged Cat, who are nearing life support on this map. Well, no, life support's not the right word. Getting to critical health. There we go. That's a better phrasing.
Is mine. Mine.
Guardians are like Zerg's Tempest, so they're super long ranged. Yeah, then I'd say lower the damage, keep the range. I'd say one or the other. Gus from Falstad to initiate the fight. Phoenix is going to be pushed into the corner, or pushed into the Entomb. Gets the Ancestor healing. There's a Purification Salvo that's going to do nothing. Hazuabs actually does take some decent damage. He was probably slowed by the Jaina. There goes Rhaegar with a bite on the butt onto Masquerade, who is getting a little bit low on this Garrosh. And Muradin wants to find the kill. Jaina gets the burst. That's a nice momentum pickup for the side of Three-Legged Cat, but can they get anything else? Hazuab's able to Wraith Walk out in time, and it looks like Boss is the call with Garrosh dead for 38 seconds. But this should be Sapper Camp shoved into bottom lane Fort, so I think they're giving up Fort for Boss. Keep for Boss. Bottom lane keep goes down. Sappers have been fed in. No camp to be grabbed, but hold up. Hold the phone. Was it all fine? They want to take down Alarak Sadism. He's able to get out of here. Dahaka burrows in. Now they're looking at Falstad. Lucio on the right-hand side. That's a very low Dino, getting a little bit low. High fives from Lucio are pretty good. The Falstad Gust is going to connect. No Wind Tunnel, no level 20s. 11-7 in kills. Garrosh now just respawning. We have Phoenix going down on the bottom of our screen. Alarak looking for the combo. Counter-Strike goes out. Alarak Sadism reset, so it's a trade. Jaina for... excuse me, Phoenix for Alarak, but also Leoric will go down. Warlord's Challenge activated onto Dahaka. Does he have a burrow? Does he have any essence? He does not. Garrosh comes in hot with a kill for the allied crew. And now Death Knight poking at the enemy team. It still is 2 dead on both sides, but here's the big point out. Big thing to point out. Hazuabs will respawn in the battleground in the team fight. Ancestor Healing is up and available off of cooldown. Will be thrown on to Deviant here. Muradin pulled out of position. Dark is going to sacrifice his health so the allies can back away. Hazuab's going to respawn. He gets a slow into High Wraith, but this will be 5 shots into the core of Three-Legged Cat, I do believe.
The altar is ours.
5 shots rain in. 1 HP remains for Three-Legged Cat. Falstad barrel rolls in. That's a beautiful Flight Gust Warlord's Challenge. Entomb from Leoric. Jaina's the one to go down. Salvo goes out. Rhaegar able to get out of here in time. Dahaka looks for a drag. Unfortunately lands onto Hazuabs, who did have the Wraith Walk active. No sappers being walked into bottom lane. Boss up in 3 minutes on the dot. Or just about. And there's a few hearths out here. This could go awkwardly. Falstad is going to cancel. The camp is still being worked on. Lurker Strain looks for a drag. BR Basoka can't land it. No Janet for 20 seconds. Alarak looks for the combo. Lands a decent one onto Captain Rex here. Ultralisk is going to be hit with a Stormbolt and will go down. Back down to 80 sadism. Dahaka will be traded. Meanwhile, the Sappers, only one is needed. And here's the thing. Masquerade can use Ally Toss on a Sapper over the wall. Masquerade could end this right now if he wants. I do believe he can do this if he gets the Sappers close enough. Warlord's Challenge. Big hammering out from the Falstad, but we know Bathrobe and Bratwurst. They're not going to look for the quick end. They're going to look to just bring this okay. Dino, homie, what are we doing? Epic Mount level 20, huh? Do 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 do. Oh, thank you, Death Knight. Thank you, Death Knight.
Lay claim to the altars. Do not disappoint me. Red team dominated.
All right.
Enough of this.
And with that, the fastest day of Banshee Cup qualifier is in the book. 5 hours to do 5 best of 3s. Is that right? Did we do 5 best of 3s? I feel like I'm crazy for saying that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did 5 best of 3s in 5 hours. That was ridiculous, chat. Absolutely ridiculous. But you know what? The content's not over. Oh, don't start leaving just yet. Don't start leaving. I gotta make you all breakfast. So,